Current maturities of long-term debt. So like we talked about before, you've got long-term debt, but you also have a part that's due this year, just like your mortgage. Let's take it into terms of what we see in our day-to-day lives. I'm not saying all of you have houses or mortgages. If anything, a lot of us are struggling. We're still renting, and God knows when we'll ever be able to afford a house. Well, if a company has long-term debt and a portion of it will mature within the next fiscal year, it is classified as a current liability. So that portion of your mortgage that you owe within this current year, that's the current liability. Long-term debts should not report their current portions as current liabilities if they are retired by long-term assets. That means if you pay down your 1-year part that's due by selling a long-term asset, by selling, let's say, long-term stock, they're refinanced by issuing new debt. So again, it's current because it's within a year, but also generally speaking, it's because you're going to pay it down with cash, which is a current asset. So if you use something that's not a current asset to pay down that current portion of that liability, then it's not considered a current liability. Lastly, if they're converted to capital stock, right? So if you pay it down by using convertible bonds, that's not going to be treated as a current liability. Not too much worrying here about questions, more just for conceptual building on. This is more building blocks for what we'll see in the future, but important, right? I don't say anything that is not important. I don't know. I guess that's up for your judgment, right? But in my mind, after going through this is foundational building blocks for what you'll see in the future on this exam.